Well, hello, everybody. Today we have really a couple of great guys with us to talk about a wonderful organization called New Perceptions here in Northern Kentucky. And we have with us its board chair, Brad Arthur, and the executive director, Shawn Carroll. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kris.
So, Shawn, you've been with the organization a long time, and you get to do the history of it. Where did New Perceptions come from, and what's it all about?
Thanks for asking that question. We're very proud. We've been around since 1952. We started out as a school for the disabled. They had a different term back then that we don't use anymore. But basically, we started out with a school called Riverside and a school called Good Counsel. Those were parents that wanted something better for their child because it was a societal norm back in 1952. If you had a child that was born with Down syndrome or was developmentally delayed, you could actually send them off to an institution. We had big institutions in Eastern Kentucky, and we had some things in the Ohio area. And to say that out loud now, we all sit there and go, can't be true. But that's just the way it was. And thankfully, the state of Kentucky and a lot of other entities, the local pioneer families decided they wanted a better life for their child. Just because they had a disability didn't mean that they were finished with them. So they started these schools. They funded these own schools. They paid for their own teachers and made it happen. So it was really kind of cool. And the way it worked was that Riverside and Good Counsel eventually merged, and they were able to work together to help those individuals. We're very, very proud of that. And then eventually the Kennedy administration in the 60s came along, and they figured out that individuals with disabilities were essential and had some worth as well. And so the federal government took over educating those individuals and having them in the classrooms. In my day, they were in a special classroom. In Brad's day, they were all kind of incorporated into the inclusiveness of each classroom. So we're very proud to say that's the way we started. We changed our name later in the early 90s. And the reason for that was that we focused more on work and jobs for individuals with disabilities. So we wanted people to have a new perception about what individuals with disabilities could do. So we're very proud of that. And that's fast forward, we're under 2 acres here on campus in Edgewood, and glad to be here. But we have a lot of different programs to serve all of Northern Kentucky.
What an amazing history. And I get chills every time I hear the story and meet some of the team members you've got there. So Brad, you're now your board chair for the past year, but talk about how you got involved and what made the connection with New Perceptions.
Yeah, I've been involved with New Perceptions for about 6 years now. And, I think Shawn was looking for an advocate over here at St. Elizabeth Healthcare to be part of his board, and I got the call, and I've been honored ever since to serve on this board and be the chair for the last year. We've had a long history together with St. Elizabeth and New Perceptions. It's about a 20-year history on putting people to work that have come through New Perceptions, and we're very proud of that. And we currently have about 30 individuals that we've received from New Perceptions. I have 2 in my office that are just the hardest working folks you'll ever see. They're adored by my staff members. They've been here in the COVID months as well. So we're very proud of that. We've sent almost 80 folks, individuals through this program called Project Employ. And, we had an opportunity to honor one of the St. Elizabeth employees from New Perceptions last year at our Children Achieve Lunch, and Cody Shively, and that was a great honor for us, and just for me, being at the awards dinner, at least in 2019, because we had some issues last year with COVID, I got to see one of my employees get a 10-year service award that came from New Perceptions. They outdate me. I've only been here 8 years, and when I came in, these 2 individuals were already here, and they're still here today. So it's a great program. We're great to partner with New Perceptions on this, and in my opinion, it's been an honor to serve Shawn and this organization for so many years now.
That's fantastic. Well, and Shawn, your story is amazing about the organization, but it's really about the people. It's your staff, but and your clients there. Just talk about a little bit about the actual number of clients you deal with, and And you talk about tenure. You've been dealing with some of these. They're like family to you, I'm sure, for decades. Tell us a little bit about that and how the connection is.
Yeah, well, you're right. This is a people business, and we do treat this organization like a business. We've got a bottom line, and we're just glad to be in the people business. We have over 400 individuals in what we call supported employment working in Northern Kentucky. Brad just mentioned a number of them working in St. Elizabeth. We have lots of them working at Kroger. A lot of them got the hero pay because our guys go to work. They're happy to be at work. They show up for work. And it was neat that the local governments, federal government and local government, decided that our guys were essential. So that was a big thing for us to understand, because we've always believed that our guys are essential.
Absolutely.
So it was kind of neat to get that moniker from the governmental folks, and that was kind of neat. That's our largest program. We're very proud of that. And I mean, our guys are in all offices. Now, we took a little bit of a hit there because of the restaurant business. We have a number of them in restaurants. So if they were working the dining room or something like that, then there was a little bit of a down hit there. But we're coming back on that. We're very happy about that. We're having a lot of individuals that are interested in getting the employment going again. So we believe that the economy is turning here at New Perceptions and going the right way. Our next largest program that you're aware of as well, Kris, is our infant program. So we take care of babies birth to 3. We have a relationship with First Steps of Kentucky, and we send occupational therapists, speech therapists, or physical therapists to your home to work on getting your baby back on the correct developmental stages. Now, of course, with COVID, that piece stopped completely for almost 6 months. So that was tough on us. But then the state allowed virtual visits, and the virtual visits have worked very well for us. We have probably half and half of our staff would want to still be in the home, but we're not allowed to go in the home due to the virus. But the other half of our staff are perfectly fine with this venue, this type of methodology of letting folks know how things work.
Sure.
So we see this past year we had 209 families. We've been, closer to 240 families. So that's all happening in the Northern Kentucky region, and it's something that we're really kind of under the radar. We've done a lot to put our footprint out there, but we're still working on that. And then the smallest thing is our on-campus thing here in Edgewood. We call this our safety net. So we have a lot of light assembly that we do, and we've had a great relationship with a company out in Newtown, Ohio, that does medical testing services. So I always like to tell people, we put together a little cap and spork with a vial. Our guys are putting together something, Kris, that they send to the doctor's offices to see if you and I are okay. So the circle of life is a little different there if you look at it that way.
I love it.
And we're always proud of that. And right now, our jobs in this area have really expanded. So this is another thing where I'm encouraged about our economy. There's a lot of sole proprietors that have pivoted during this pandemic to think about new ways for new jobs, new things. And we are doing additional medical testing things. This is really cool. We are putting together the COVID testing kits for the St. Elizabeth employees. So all the guys that have to go get tested, those are all being assembled here at New Perceptions before it goes up the hill for those employees to keep doing their frontline jobs, which we need them to do.
Amen.
And they've done a great job. We also started putting together lunches. You may be aware, the food programs where all of a sudden the kids weren't getting meals at schools. A local church entity stepped up, and we started assembling lunches for them. And we went from, 3,000 lunches a month, putting those together, to we do 1,500, but it's a box of 40 items. And those are still going out there to the school. So New Perceptions, we never left. A lot of our participants had to leave due to the virus, but we never left. We had to keep the supply chain rolling. And it was nice to be deemed essential to keep that going.
You've always known it that your employees were essential, but now it just took a pandemic to get it on the front page, right?
That's exactly right.
So let's talk about.
I appreciate you guys.
Go ahead.
I appreciate the fiscal court's help. They've always been good. Many years ago, the local folks put a fee on themselves, let's say, and they've been supportive of the type of services we do. And that's been there with Boone, Kenton, and Campbell for many years.
You know, and that's
that
an
showed
important,
that they had value for us. Yeah.
that's an important note that people have asked, well, why are we doing this? Talk about organizations like yours. And because Kenton County, Boone, Campbell residents who work obviously help to support the great work. And then as the three counties come together and obviously see the work that's being done and continue to help allocate those dollars. So obviously dollars that someone had to earn as well to help others earn their own dollars and feel that value and know they're providing a real need to the community. So that's a great, you talk about the circle of life there. That's the cycle that we are in Northern Kentucky, which is something we all should be proud of. So before we wrap up, asking both of you guys, if there was one thing that you wish that people would take away from this discussion about new perceptions, what would it be, Brad?
You know, Shawn said it best. You know, we're here to put these folks to work. They want to be on the workforce, and you know that's been our job all along. And we are here to support that effort as much as we can. So, you know, I always steal a line from Shawn, and I hope he's not going to use it today. But you know, if you ever get an opportunity, Shawn loves doing tours. And you know, if you're ever having a bad day, go down to New Perceptions, and that's sort of been the thing that has stuck with me the most, because every time I'm down there, you can't help but have a big smile on your face. So, you know, I would say, you know, the board that we have and myself have been big ambassadors for New Perceptions, and the people that have gone down there and volunteered for Shawn, his building, the crew, whatever it may be, it is amazing. The smiles on the faces that you see when you are down there, especially in the work center that Shawn had mentioned earlier.
Well said. Shawn, how about you? If you've been there, how many years now?
I'll be 10 years this November.
So,
and it's been the fastest 10 years of my life, Kris. It's truly amazing. You know, like Brad's touching on there, it's the heart of New Perceptions. When you get to work with people that love you unconditionally, it's just amazing. When it's like you win the lottery every morning when they see you. They want to say hello and you know, give you a fist bump these days and those sorts of things. And
sure.
That kind of reward is a whole lot more important to a lot of us than other rewards. So that's the thing. I would hope that, you know, our board has done a tremendous job. They've done so many things in helping us grow down here and helping us become so viable that I'm just glad to be here. And really our board has become a who's who of Northern Kentucky, and we're thrilled with that. And the reason I'm thrilled with that is that it's a time, talent, treasure thing where they give from their hearts. And like Brad said, these guys they'll come down here and show up and help out however they want, or they'll connect me to somebody that can help out. And there's no resume builder folks on this board. It's really amazing what they've done. And you know, I think we just want New Perceptions to be known as a place where somebody's safe if they need help, and they will be taught some skills to get a job if they're capable for that. And if not, we have a safety net here that'll fill them with love every day.
Well, when I was there, and you said it to both of you guys have said this, you smile, you feel connected, unconditional love from your employees and the team members there. And I heard something today. It said, you know, if you want to stay positive, you'll add 7 years to your life. And so the reality is now people come and visit New Perceptions. You can add 7 years to people's lives. Yeah, it's that simple.
There you go. I'm going to steal that one, Kris. Thanks so much.
I won't even charge you for it. Well, guys, thanks for everything you're doing, and best of luck to a successful 2021.
Thank you, Kris.
Thank you. Thanks so much.